At what point do you feel like, you know, something happened that really kind of got you over the top? You know, what was the first kind of glint of recognition where you felt like, oh, okay, like this is more than just, a hobby that I'm just doing for me and my friends?
Uh, Let me see. I think it was probably when I met Doom. Probably that was the moment when I was like, all right, nah, I gotta really take this serious. This is one of the people that actually I listen to and influences me, and brings creativity out of me. And Doom is just that's one of my favorite artists. And to have one of your favorite artists meet you and tell you you're good, it means something. So I think that was the moment when I realized, like, all right, this is when stuff is gonna start happening. This is when I should start taking it real serious.
So how did the whole meeting with Doom come about?
Let me see. Earlier this year, I had a show out in London. I opened for Ghostface and Doom. They had a show. We had a show at Converse, and after Doom set, I was like, but right by the stage watching, and the venue was real hot. His set was over, and he was still talking on stage, but I had walked outside because it got real hot and whatever. I had breathing problems or whatever, so I just walked out because I have like bad asthma or whatever. So walked out, and then I just was chilling outside, and Doom comes just walking up the steps like all nonchalant, like he's not Doom. He just walked right up to me, and he was just like, "Yo, um, dope music, man. I appreciate the love and the support. You wrecked those beats." I guess he heard the tracks that I had recorded for my first project, which was Neruvia, and I used a beat of his on there, two of them. And I guess he heard him. And he was like, "Yo, man, dope. I appreciate it. And tell your people to hit up my people." And that's just how it happened. We met like that. It was amazing. Actually, that's like, now that I look back at it, I'm like, that's like a milestone. That's like history kind of in the making.
Now, what was it really like to work with Doom in the studio?
We were in the studio. His vibe is like, it's real laid back. He doesn't really move around to like bounce. He does, but it's like probably after everything is done. He just sits with it for a while. He mixes everything down. He'll run it back like a couple of times and just sit with it. And just sit with it and sit with it. And I think he's more of like he's more like myself, like a personal worker. So in the studio, we were telling each other ideas, but we weren't really acting on the ideas. We were acting, but not acting as in like, we got to do this now. Let's get it done. Just roughing the pieces together, and then just we're gonna smooth everything out later. And that's sort of how the process was, basically, for mostly every song that we went through for the project.
Did you ever ask him about the whole mask thing?
Nah, I think I just thought it was dope. I thought he just did it because that was his thing, sort of like a superhero thing. I just thought that was his thing. So I mean, when we were in the studio, he wasn't really wearing it the whole time, obviously, but he was wearing it sometime. Not really walking around with it, but he's a normal guy. Normal guy.
Wait, so he would put his mask on in the studio while you guys were recording sometimes?
No, 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 no. Nah.
That's what it kind of sounds like.
No, 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 no. Not at all. Not at all. It was like, he's a villain, man. He got little cuts. He came in with it on, and then maybe one moment I leave, come back, he got it on. I'm like, oh, you just switched it up. It's just a little sly, finessey things.
I mean, I had read about, because I used to listen to KMD before, so I remember him as Zevlov X. And when he came back, I mean, there's a whole, I don't know if you know about the whole story about how they came out with the album Black Bastards, and they got dropped because the cover, and at one point he was homeless. And I guess he started wearing the mask, and he felt that he was scarred by the music industry, and he'll get his revenge, kind of like how Doctor Doom, the Marvel character, did it.
My dad, the same thing. When I was telling him about Doom, like early years ago, he was like, he didn't know who he was. But recently, like since I'm doing work with him, he looked it up and he was like I told him his name was Zev Love X, his old name. He was like, oh, Peach Fuzz. Like he knew him immediately, and then everything just came back. And my dad and Doom are actually cool too, which is like it's kind of cool, weird at the same time, cool. It's all. I mean, it's awesome that how everything just came together. Like it's just like a dream, everything that's happening right now. So like that was one of the things I wrote down ninth grade, right? Thing I was in the back of the class. I opened the back of my notebook and I wrote down a goal list and I was like, you know what? These are the things I'm gonna get done. And I wrote down like 10 things. And the Doom, like getting Doom to do a project with me was on the list and I got it done. There's a bunch of things that's getting done on the list, which is just amazing to me how everything's coming together. So yeah.
What are some of the other things on the list?
Well, one of the things I really want to do is like get a Grammy. That's my biggest, not my biggest thing, but that's something that I think every artist that makes music should want to do, win a Grammy. So that's something I want to do for sure. I just want to, I could see the moment, like me on the stage. I want to win like, I just want to win awards. I want to do like lectures. I could see myself doing lectures, speaking to like teens my age. You know, really trying to do something to spark something in a kid. I want to do like movies I wrote down on there, directing. A lot of stuff that I wrote down on there is actually happening.